Hello, traders. Welcome to the Sunday evening live stream. It's the weekly candle close stream, and we got some selling pressure into it. And pretty much the least surprising thing after what we witnessed all last week, the price action's negative correlation to $92,800. Yesterday, indecision. The day before, the bearish engulfing candle. Today, some fall through. In fact, we're going for the lowest daily candle close since December 1st, the first of the month. So we're talking 2-week lows here. Futures are open. Gold and silver are up slightly. The index funds, the U.S. futures, are down equally on the other side. We'll take a look at it. Hope you had a good weekend. Yeah, man. Crypto. Lots of cryptos. If you don't know, these altcoins, man. Cooked. Like, you're talking all-time lows on the last 4-hour close. Some of them, a lot of them. You just have to scan through to see it. It's carnage. It's a bloodbath. And a lot of people don't even know because there are so many cryptos now that we do not have enough capacity, emotional capacity, to care about how many cryptos are at all-time lows. All right, here's your Bitcoin on the daily, the negative correlation to the key inflection zone I'm talking about. 4 days in a row of testing, and not one time of the 4 days did traders settle up above that. Very telling price action. Like, well, yeah, intraday, this is the candle close is so important, man. It means everything. In my opinion, wicks are good. I mean, that's great, but the last one, the flush, to close completely below the inflection zone back from last year. And again, that's the bearish engulfing candle I'm talking about. And then yesterday, nothing burger, and today follow through. And again, 50 minutes until your daily and weekly close. And here is the December 1st candle close, which we will be seeing the lowest level since then, unless a miracle happens. Whatever. You probably gap down on Bitcoin futures. But that's some bearish price action, and you can see above my head right now that, I mean, you're talking about, this is it, man. You are on the cliff, holding on. This is the last local level, an upsloping support. I'll show you on the big screen, scale it out a little bit so you see, not kidding, anchoring 1 and 2. I mean, these are pinpoint accurate anchor points too. November 21st, December 1st, you can see. And here we are, right at it. So get the popcorn out. Might be time for some entertainment if this level doesn't hold. We were discussing target levels on Bitcoin easily. If this level doesn't hold, it's just gonna be a quick 84.1, the swing low from December 1st. Target 2, 80,700, November 21st low. Those would be your horizontal line supports. So if Bitcoin doesn't hold this level and a miracle does not occur soon, you're looking at from where Bitcoin is right now. For a target 1, 4.67% downside. And if you're going to take it to target 2, that's 8.4% downside. So just keep that in mind, man. And it's starting to break right now. We are at lows of day on Bitcoin as I'm speaking to you. So I guess,
very bad, boys. Very bad.
That's right, G-Dog. Uh-oh, Stinky. Uh-oh, Stinky's in the chat.
Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
It's time for Power Hour.
Yeah, not great, man.
I have some evidence Van Bear Pig could be in this area.
Bitcoin's breaking that support right now, as you can see above my head. I've got it there for you. And altcoins, not in any better situations. I mean, like XRP about to be testing that key level again. Litecoin, what a slam dunk. You know, yesterday on the 4-hour, it looked like a perfect short trade setup. Published that in the Patreon Citadel. Just like, it's a risk management, educational moment. Like, just because crypto sucks doesn't mean it can't continue to educate. You flip the chart over, whoa, dude, what a good long opportunity. based on price action correlation to key levels, local lower highs, rejections, all implying things psychologically, the buyers and sellers. Can look at that. We can dissect it a little bit for those that are, supporting this channel through the Patreon Citadel. You can be here watching the stream for free as we talk about that. But yeah, this is, we got a little bit of price action going on right now. This is a big deal. Don't want to lose it. But just not much here, man. Set up some alerts as we're going to try and look at a few more. Silver just went neutral. Gold is still up a little bit. Futures still down a little. US futures down a little bit. Look at Ethereum. Faring a little bit better. Just a little bit better than Bitcoin for sure. Because you're just trading above that 2,900, 3,000 inflection zone. And the performance, Ethereum paired against Bitcoin, it had a breakout. And so it was doing all right. But yeah, you are looking for your at least lowest 4-hour candle close since the 7th. And just maybe, trying to make sense of the rally we've been in. It looks pretty good with anchoring on the top and then have one anchor point on the bottom. You're just up against it right now. Not that concerned about it on the daily. Daily's just kind of like, all right. Still pretty good looking. And that's just bearish consolidation. Such a lack of demand. They could not even test the 200 moving average nor 3520, 3580, the old inflection zone. Indicative of weakness. Yeah, going for an engulfing candle. Bearish engulfing candle. Yikes, man. But not too bad yet, really. I mean, like, okay, it's outperforming Bitcoin today. Bitcoin's down 2.45%. Ethereum's only down 1.5%. XRP is only down 1.85%. It's outperforming. But as you can see, it is not a promising situation on this asset, on XRP. Going for your lowest daily candle close since November 22nd. And soon we'll be testing this zone that is extremely important. To lose this would be momentous, profound. All right, lots of downside potential below 190. And to me, it just, the price action locally, if you look at lesser time scales, it looks terrible. It's like, wow, someone's just continuously offloading their position here. And you can tell by the consecutive lower highs locally, right? They rallied it off the key level, a profit-taking level for a short seller. Absolutely. The rally occurred. Whoa, far less market participants involved with this asset than we saw in November, early November. And then a drawdown, another rally, a deep retrace, but lower than before, all trading below that 4-hour 200 moving average, another sell-off, another rally, another pathetic lower high. And here we are, just kind of at the end of the road. It's like almost like you see this 1, 2, 3 rule of 3. It's like you almost like would imagine, okay, probability of resolution, whether it's a huge pump or dump is coming. And you got to say, like, maybe, just maybe, the sellers might have a higher probability because the trend is on, if you're a seller, the trend is your friend. If you're a buyer, the trend is certainly not your friend right now. So you would say you kind of got to give the nod maybe of this consolidation to sellers. So there could be a big test of 196, 190 on deck, impending, based on 1, 2, 3 peaks locally together. Not great, man. I wish I could flip the chart over and say all this bullish stuff, but it's been this way, man. There's been October 10th, a winter mute or whatever, that entity, the market maker. They have continuously been offloading their Bitcoin, Ethereum, their cryptos indiscriminately, nonstop. They have to. They are, this market's destroyed. All trust is gone. No retail speculation. They're out. They're homeless anyway. Who's going to save the market right now? Like, at this point, you probably want crypto to go like way lower, and there could be opportunity brimming at 80 cents on XRP if you give me enough time. I mean, it might be a wonderful 3 rising valleys down here. I'd take a shot myself, man. But for now, until the distribution bear structures conclude in their development over and over and over again. You want things to look like that, chat. You want this. Dang, dude, that's so strong. They're absorbing the remaining supply at this level. Eventually supply absorbed. Boom, huge markup to 145. Just kidding, because unfortunately it's a downtrend. Again, like, I get no pleasure out of analyzing charts. Look, I'm here 8 years now. Okay, whether the markets are good, they're bad, they're not, they're nothing, they're no trending. I'm just gonna shoot you straight. And people just want good things to be going on. There's just not. All right. Let's look at Solana real quick, down 2.58%. To me, this looks like, if you made me pick, that's a partial rise. I know that it's a flag kind of, but I think somebody could paint this as a rectangle too. And if it is, I think that's a failed attempt of testing the top of the structure. And if we get a test of 126, the bottom again, I think that's a high probability of way lower. And you got a $90 target on Solana if this bearish consolidation structure resolves bearishly. Remember, the trend's your friend right now. And there should have been more for such a historically real level of price action. So many different times when 130 was regarded as support, it was defended, it was recaptured. Boom, 159, 160 within days. This time around, no one's there. The buyers are knocking. No one was home. So what happens when the buyers knock and no one's home? Eventually, given enough time, those buyers relent. They say, there are certainly not enough of us to even push the price to rival the previous discernible swing high. Why would those buyers, propping the price up here, why would they want anything to do with the asset when it becomes apparent? They're not going to do it. They won't. They eventually stop buying, they sell, they offload, and that's when you get huge flushes to the downside. So just keep that in mind on Solana. Your favorite Hawk Tua, Trump coin, Melania coin, Butt coin, all of them. A lot of absorption going on at this level that typically there was never absorption. There were just tests, violent tests, recapturing, reconfirming, and then running. Not this time, dude. So I would just be really careful. But there's been no difference. Every time I go live, we're talking about this with cryptos. Be careful. Trend is not friend. Bear structures developing. Remember the bearish wave structure, the confirmation high up here. Devastated. Okay, Solana, low of day as I'm speaking to you. Thanks so much for the really appropriate trading view alert going off on the asset we're looking at. Great. Down 2.73%, losing 130. You lose 130 for real, it's 125, 124 real quick. And to me, I feel like seeing this structure's bottom be tested again, 70% chance of bearish breakdown. That's what an edge is. Okay, so sorry about the cryptos, man. It's not a good time, and it hasn't been, and it won't be probably for a while. When you have a $20 billion liquidation event October 10th, it's a wrap. It's over. For the foreseeable future, we're in that foreseeable future right now, and you continuously will be foreseeably futuring lower prices in crypto. All right, don't blame me, man. Okay. Just things like Dogecoin, mega resolution by the looks of it's ongoing. Like, 13.5 cents. Just look at this. It's like a descending triangle. Like, it's beautiful too. I mean, it's like they're making the market on this bearishly, and it's pretty sexy pattern. I mean, like I think they're breaking it right now, but someone will come in, no, dude, no. The wick of the structures right here, November. Okay, whatever. But to me, 13.5 cents is everything due to the fact, where is this? swing low back and a swing high. Yeah, to me, it's the candle high close from March 2022, and that wick low from December 2021, and this beautiful bearish back test reversal May 2022 before crashing. To me, that's everything. So at this point, this might be it. This might be it on Dogecoin, where resolution's finally coming on this descending triangle. It's really pretty, man. Like, you got to give credit where credit's due, whether it's 13.5 or it's you know whatever 13.3. It's rather insignificant of. So big bearish engulfing candle going on Doge, and look at this. You are looking at your lowest daily candle close in 36 minutes on Doge since October 25th of last year. So we're talking, what is that? 13 plus month lows on Doge. Great job. Nice effing market. And we could continuously look into these coins if you wanted. You type 1 in the chat if you want to see more S coins. Type 2 if you just want to move on to other assets. But, it's like Litecoin. Beautiful. Okay. Beautiful bearish resolution here. It wasn't about the daily as much as it was the 4-hour, where I loved this 84.44 level. What I loved was the context. All this right here is representative of things. All of it confined within this little circle oval I had drawn, and it could be articulated, okay, with the psychology of buyers and sellers in mind here, where it's like you had obviously the trend reversed, massive sell-off, then a bearish consolidation structure resolved with another mega markdown, and then a rally occurred. Okay, the buyers recaptured a few levels. But this swing high from December 3rd was, in fact, lower than the high we saw on November 27th. Another sell-off, and then another test. And this high was virtually the same as the high we got December 3rd. So to me, in my opinion, that's a form of local confirmation of less than just before. And then weakness, selling pressure came in. And then this last rally just a few days ago, the perfect bearish back test of 84.44. That to me was it. That's where it's like, okay, you could set a stop just above that level and let it ride lower, and instantly down 3.5% in less than a day. Or maybe it was like a little over a day at this point, 28 hours. And now it's below $79. But this is just the beginning, man. Like, to me, I think this is probably someone built inverse head and shoulders. Nah, I don't think so, man. The momentum's still so much in the hands of the sellers. Like, to me, you wouldn't be taking profit till $66. As you can see, the historical repercussions of losing this level or of back testing it. Just for instance, there's so many. This is what you do, okay? If you're looking to short an asset or to long an asset, you go back in time and you see what happens when the price action correlates to this exact level you're looking at. Okay, for instance, like in 2019, when they lost that level, after a big run, mind you, they back tested that level perfectly. And where did it go? It went directly to $66. Ooh, that's a good target area, maybe. Well, let's see. If they lose the level again, another time in 2019, straight to that level. Look at this. When they recaptured 66, they took it to $84. All right, well, what happens when it was rejected? Straight to 66. So, all right, that's a good candidate area. And then look, they broke the level of 84, or they broke 66, ran at 84. What happened when they lost 84.44? Straight down to $66. Like, that's kind of how you target up or down. And same thing, right? 2022, they broke 66, straight to 84, straight down. Okay, look, straight down to 66 when they lost 84. Over and over and over again. So there's just no denying that would be the target. You're just going to wait for that. Okay, and you'll probably get it. And as I'm speaking to you, Bitcoin just hit lows of day, lows of week. Oh my God. Getting a little bit of education in here, because what else is there? Okay, Solana, alert going off, chat. Lows of day again, lows of week. They've lost the level. 2.9% down. Looking for your lowest daily close since the 1st of December, like Bitcoin. Power hour is for the sellers. It's Superman. All right, Superman selling.
$NVO weekly quadruple bullish divergence on both MACD and RSI with bullish shark harmonic pattern on daily. Thanks.
What the heck? Oh, was that a stream element? So interesting. Sorry. Let me see here. Dr. Fish, thanks so much for the $20 tip. Yeah, look at NVO. Divergence. All right, so there's exhaustion going on. Well, exhaustion's plays can definitely violently reverse and make you money in the short term, but they're not going to be the most pronounced rallies. They would probably be a little short-lived and reverse. But we will look and have a discussion about it. Triple Fish Doctor, thank you, dude, for the 20. And Love Jeep, man, thanks so much for the 722 super chat. I didn't see that. I don't know why. Maybe I didn't hear it or something, or something was going on. Thank you so much, dude, for the 722. Okay. So that's the extent of your top cryptos. I mean, if you want to, real quick, some of you care. I didn't see many ones. That just looks so bad. Look at the weekly. I thought maybe they might hold it up, but no, it's so bad that you can see the weekly 91,265, 3 weeks in a row of traders settling up below it. You're working on a bearish engulfing candle, and it's just terrible. That's the worst thing you could ever dream of, I think. Yep. 91,265, rejection again, and again. Let's see where we're at in 30 minutes though. We might catch some relief here. Let's look at Bitcoin futures. So let's see if there's the gap there, right? Hello? There it is. See me? They gapped it down. Oh yeah, nasty. But look how they closed it on Friday. So disgusting, man. 91,670, same exact level, relatively speaking. There's a difference in price between spot and futures, but that same thing where 3 weeks in a row of buyers, being rejected at 9160, 91,880, and yeah, here you are just gapped down. So okay, we might catch a relief rally this week to 90,300. Don't be that surprised, but that's a pretty brutal start, down 2.5% on the open. Yikes, big yikes. Okay. Good, the daily too. No, there's your daily, and it's just bear flag, and then rejection of key level to close out the week, and then just almost immediate fall through. Like not almost, literally immediate fall through. So not too bad yet, but pretty gross. I mean, I guess I could plot that same little flag. Yeah, dude, it's kind of crazy. They closed it like above at. Wow, that's very pretty. If anything, you might call that a wedge, or you know, because it's like this instead. Either way, they mean the same thing. Yeah, gross. So what, they rally it to fill the gap and to back test the flags, hold demand line as a supply line. Maybe they back test 91,880 again as resistance. But really bad start to the week on crypto, on Bitcoin. Okay. Chat, y'all doing okay? Let me check on you. Might need to get out a resuscitator. Right, what they were called, gonna shock you, bring you back to life. Yeah, Rivian was great, man. Rivian, if you survive the AI, sell the news. Dude, we knew there was maybe divergence. It's like, dude, you cannot care about that stuff. Those structures are too large for you to care about waves down and up. They're gonna be, Composite Man wants your shares. That's the whole point. That's like we preach about the composite operator and what he does it when those structures are developing. He's trying to get you to sell to him. Especially in the later stage of the consolidation, he's desperate. He will come out with a stupid news event and just get you to sell. And then the next day it'll be up, what, 18%? Crazy. Defibrillator, excuse me. My God, let's defibrillate the chat. Bitcoin needs a defibrillator as we are at lows of day right now. As I'm speaking to you, it is utterly disgusting. We are now, we're so close. So let me Solana 128, just lost 129. Bitcoin intraday lowest price since December 2nd. GRT falling back below 4 cents for the first time literally ever earlier. Mana, all-time lows. Chat, all the altcoins, dot alert going off. We have crypto carnage, Dogecoin alert going off, CRV alert going off. All the scam coins getting capital murdered. All right. Someone bring up the forensic analyst. What's up, Vulcan? Will we see a Santa rally? Probably not in crypto. Just being straight up with you. And if we did, it would be random. It would not be indicative of what is being presented on charts right now. So if that's the case, those are like, remember, if you're trying to play the numbers game in the world of trading, right? Numbers game. The only way to play the numbers game is you take positions when you think you have a perceived edge on the market, and the entire existence of this channel and my community is to educate on what an edge actually is. So we are in a certainly bad trend right now, and it's well established and it's conceptualized right now with the parallel channel tool. You can see the trend. Price action like this is so bad that there was such a lack of demand that the buyers, it seems like, we're not even able to test the supply line, the overbought threshold of the downtrend right here around 95, 93. It was all about there was an inability to do that because the horizontal line support resistance was rejected a multitude of times. So even if a Santa rally occurred in crypto, there's not going to be much rhyme or reason why it happened. But that's okay. Like here, we're just going where the money is, and like there are better assets on other markets that have good trends. Like like step one of ever wanting to be long on something is you have well-established uptrends. Look, like this. This would be a great example of risk management. Okay, you're watching an asset that's been making higher highs, higher lows consecutively for a few months now, and then a correction in this new established trend occurs, and that correction lasts from, we're talking 3 weeks now, and you're finally starting to see some price action where, wow, the buyers now are defending this level inflection zone historically
Any
important.
chance to check out Chromac on the London Stock Exchange? Ticket KMK. Thanks for everything you do.
Thank you, Sam. Yeah, hold on one sec. I was on a roll. So, right, the trend's your friend because it's higher highs, higher lows. So you're looking to long assets in well-established uptrends. So where are you looking to long those assets? When pullbacks occur and then price action correlates to key inflection points, inflection zones from history. So in fact, a great level to be attempting to long here would have been somewhere in the 92s to 90K levels with stop losses somewhere marginally above that. And they were stop loss hunting by what it looks like in the end. And now short sellers, tons of upside potential, inverse upside potential, right? Because I have this inverted for relativity, like the kind of, perception means a lot. And also, like, again, like they're breaking a supply line right now. You have a breakout unfolding of the local consolidation structure. And if it's real, you could see a lot of follow through price action. So again, if you're in a downtrend, all you're looking to do is to go short, like Litecoin, like XRP. Remember the XRP trade setup? It was brilliant, right? The crash happened and then the rally, and then you got the confirmation high, the bearish back test. And I say confirmation high because you had one test, then a second one locally. That's your confirmation high after a second failed attempt from buyers to break or test a level. That's where way more market participants come into short. And that's where you get more resounding drawdowns. That's exactly what happened. And the downtrend continued, and you finally hit the profit taking level of levels. And so trend is friend. So looking to short in downtrends. Remember silver? We're looking to long assets in uptrends. This is a nice, well-established uptrend. And guess what, right? Structure developed. Then you had positive price action correlation to key levels in late November. Easy to manage risk. And the trend being your friend is the probability of the structure being reliable is there. Good reliability, identifying bullish patterns and bullish trends. And if there's reliability, that means its performance is most likely going to be good. And that's exactly what happened. This thing hit all 3 targets, so the trade set up within a couple weeks, and it's now exceeded those levels. And now even another pattern, the ascending triangle, it hit the measure move and reversed immediately. So it could be over for silver for a while. They could put this into correction mode that lasts for weeks. Because I do know what's going on. Like China, they are raising their premiums on paper silver by like 20-30%. They are trying, like I'm telling you, entities that exist are doing everything they can to destroy the price of silver. I think there are a lot of entities that are underwater and short positions that are trying to get this under control. But the physical demand of silver is so high that I just, it's going to be temporary, right? They're going to smash this thing down probably. I mean, you come back in the 50s for sure. I mean, it's a perfect level, right? People took profit at a 100% measure move of the ascending triangle. And there was not quite a bearish engulfing candle, but there was technically a dark cloud cover, a potential dark cloud cover that was presented on the close on Friday. So there could be some more selling pressure coming in due to what these institutions are trying to do. Shorting with paper, suppressing the price. They can't let it get too high too fast. But the physical demand of silver is way higher. People are paying crazy premium just to buy bars of silver in China, all over the world, India. They're hoarding it. Yeah, silver's needed in a lot of industrial mechanisms, chips, like a Samsung. I mean, all kinds of things. So we have a weird situation on silver. So the technicals, it's kind of like you're smoked a little bit, but this is a great level where it might pull back. Might. Hard. It's not a great spot to like, hey, man, I'm flush with cash. Should I buy silver now? I mean, if you bought silver now, you're flipping coins. Okay. You have no edge anymore. The resolution has occurred and it's perfect. It's by the freaking textbook, man. So I hope it goes higher because I want those entities and institutions, the CME, I want them to pay dearly. What they did on November 27th was nothing short of fraudulent. It was crazy. I was watching it in real time. They shut down futures as they saw silver begin to spike like crazy. They halted trading for 16 plus hours. They did what they had to do to reallocate. They paused the game, flipped long, and then the next day, as soon as trading opened again, a huge godlike all-time high breakout candle, 5.63% candle occurred, and it's kind of a little bit of sideways and now up. So you might get more of this. But in before, man, who knows? $70 silver, who knows? Okay, and gold also had a breakout last week. And my God, it was the highest daily candle close on Friday since October 20th. It was your third highest daily candle close ever. But anything above 42.45 is pretty good. They pull it back here, whatever. I'm thinking they're going to go test all-time highs, 43.81. At this point, I'm just kind of like, I get it, Like, though, yeah, symmetrical triangle breakout, but I was talking about last time we were live, like, how does that really serve us now? Us still having that triangle plotted. We know the breakout occurred. We know. Now we're just looking at, like, the trend of since the bottom got put in. And so you're just like, they broke the heart line and they broke the horizontal line resistance from November 13th. So I think, like, eventually up or down, you're going to oscillate, and I think they're going to go test 43.81. And if they broke all-time highs, then you got maybe a supply line, a potential level where there might be some supply at 44.30 or something, 44.50. So, okay. Bitcoin kind of bouncing off the lows, thank God. So you got your metals open. We got our US futures starting to grind a little higher. They were down a lot more. I think, was there a gap? No, there wasn't a gap. It was just a bad Friday candle and a little bit of fall through today. But anyway, like there's gonna be a battle today at 25 too. Big battle on the NASDAQ. maybe they can hold it, but yep, they just took it pretty much right back up to the 1618, the 2025 1618 gold mean ratio. Remember, we anchored that as from the old all-time high in February of this year all the way to the April low. That's how we got these Fibonacci nodes, and now you're only making lower highs than the highest high. So it's kind of it's not really a good fresh long area at all, dude. I'm just being real. Even though it could go higher, this is where, yeah, you're waiting for maybe a big pullback at some point. But yeah, okay. That's a pretty nasty red candle. 2.43% loss on Friday. Okay, S&P about pretty much flat. But yeah, man, they're just kind of unable to break all-time highs, 69.28, and they're unable to test the 1618. They've never done that. It's very, very close. So whatever, like no edge, no structures that imply a reversal or continuation is occurring soon. So it's tough, man. We're just gonna look at them and analyze them and say, oh, nice, dude, it's up against resistance, all-time highs. Is it a double top? Could be. Could get a deeper. I mean, look, I don't even know what would be weird about 67.76 being tested. I mean, they did it on the NASDAQ, that respective level. They're not doing it on the spider yet, or the S&P 500 futures. So okay, okay, Bitcoin back above 88K, thank God. We hit a low of like 87.5. Gross, man. Hope y'all are doing okay. Y'all see, anyone see that Army Navy game's freaking nuts? Had Navy at a pick'em. Very lucky. You need that framework, Vampire? Are you for real? The framework, very important. What's up, Brad and G-Dog, SoFlo, Cactus, Anthony, Joe Pata. What's up, OG, Daniel? What's up, professors in the chat? It helps if you stop caring. I guess so, man. Copper second, yeah, copper, man. I mean, come on, yeah, copper looks astounding on the monthly. Like, it's just, I don't know, there's like nothing sexy about these times, because I'm gonna look where trends are good, and typically like normies out there, if Pundy coin and Poop coin and Pepe coin are not in uptrends, they do not care if copper looks like it's about to go full nuclear. They don't care, man. It's crazy. Like, dude, copper monthly. Do you actually care about technicals, bro? You see this and you say, oh man, I don't give a crap about crypto. Whatever crypto is going to do, I don't care. Copper overlords. You look at the AW1 and you say, why would I give two craps about what crypto is doing? Yeah, it was nasty. It was nasty. Well, we got 16 days, so I think you're going to rally off these lows. But yeah, that was a crazy shooting star. It's a shooting star, bearish abandoned baby combination. Bearish abandoned shooting star baby. Or a bearish abandoned shooting baby star. Nice. So just pulling back off after making highest levels in years. And definitely can't be that surprised if we see 108 again be tested. But this is like the commodities. That's where your eyes want to be, okay? You want to keep your eyes on commodities, because things are happening. US oil, can't trust it yet at all. Cannot trust US oil till we recapture 61 bucks, but it would be a culprit in why the AW1 would go higher. Aluminum, like, I mean, dude, this is like stuff you wish crypto looked like aluminum right now, man. You do. You wish they could come down 2700, 2659, everything's good. They could take it to freaking 2500 and it's still good. Composite, man, accumulating aluminum for years, like 3+ years, and now the markup phase might be beginning. All right. It could take a while, man. I mean, this could be, oh, dude, we're not really running up till June of next year, but 2026. But This is what we wish crypto would do. It would be, okay, finally crypto's done dumping and they go sideways for however long, and then all of a sudden on the tail end of the sideways consolidation, you begin to show evidence of more than before, higher lows and retest at the top of the range over and over and over, absorption, and then they absorb the remaining supply and a markup can begin. That's what we wish existed in crypto, bro. All right. Okay. Bitcoin looks like they might recapture the flag. We got 11 minutes to the close. It's never as bad as it seems. Sol's still below 130. Look at the weekly on Sol. They are going for the lowest weekly candle close since March. Yikes, man. I mean, you just got to think about, like, why is that happening? 4 weeks in a row. It's ugly, bro. Like, they shouldn't be failing that many times for so long. Eventually, they'll give up. But yeah, you can thank Bitcoin for rallying off the lows to maybe save this thing one more time. XRP weekly, dude, XRP going for its lowest weekly candle close since March 31st. My God, man, it's the second lowest weekly candle close since November. Whoa, man, that's gnarly. Ethereum not near as bad at all. My God. But that is pretty disappointing, right? Like, what, they're gonna do it, man. And then it's like, just kidding, we're gonna close where we opened. So it's like Ethereum bamboozled everyone. A 12% pullback off the highs. Yikes. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into copper trading. There's a copper ETF, I'm sure. Let's see if we can find a copper ETF. Oh, there you go. I think it's COPX. That's the miners, though. That's not tracking copper itself. Copper metals mining ETF, ICOP. See, I don't know. This is probably an aggregate. This probably has more than just, than copper. This is probably silver in it. Probably a nice diversified fund here. What are those, what was it? Oh, ETF. Yeah, let's look at COPX, the copper miners. I have no idea how this is going to look. Oh, my goodness. Wow. All-time highs. Last week and the week before. Good God. Okay, so the copper miners are doing just as crazy of stuff as the silver miners. And man, there were probably some good times. No, you want to see how this thing... Oh, no way. Of course, dude. I mean, just look in hindsight and how this all... The genesis, okay? The genesis of the entire reversal. Of course it started with a type 1 shark. It's beautiful. Now, type 2 would have been better. It would have been actionable, but it's just crazy to see, isn't it? How they always do this freaking M shapes, man. And you got to really love how they, you see this key level, $30 from 2010, 2011, how they recaptured, reconfirmed it a couple times for the blast off. That'd have been real tough, man. Real tough. Oh, man, but that's kind of like a piercing line right there. Piercing line reversal at a key level. All right. Interesting. Okay, so I think we had like a, we're kind of limited on Sunday evenings. Okay, we were waiting for the daily candle close. We got 8 minutes. All right, if you're enjoying the live stream, hit the like button, the bell, sub. Thanks for being here. We are limited. Most of the market's not open right now. Sam, we'll look at KMK. Yeah, dude. Like the Bitcoin, as you can see, they are recapturing the level, but not on the weekly. I mean, like the horizontal line, that's cooked. That sucks. But your consolation prize, I'm just showing you right here. You can see above my head how they're going to hold it. We are safe for now, chat. Thank God, man. Thank God. The little bitty root that we're holding on to is Chris Farley. It's holding, dude. Cop.u. But Kappa, what is cop.u? Copper University. Oh. Yeah, it's not, oh, here we go. If you want copper, there you go. CPER, United States Copper Fund, Index Fund, excuse me. CPER, someone was asking about it. That's your answer. Like, whatever. You know, I know. It's like, you asked that. Yeah, that's it. That's literally how you allocate in a, you know, some sort of IRA or 401k, SEP, or brokerage account. You want copper access, you got it right here. CPER. Sweet. Today I learned. Laura Flander, you helped me right there, man. Get to the copper. For real, dude. PB said institutions want retail out of crypto now before it runs. I'm sorry. PB, what are you talking about? They literally killed retail. They have ended the lives of people that are retail in this market. It's over. Like it's like, stop hitting him. He's already dead. Like, there's not much else that can be done to destroy retail in this market. They have been liquidated 100 times in a couple months. So do I think it will hold and one more up? Oh, dude, that's... If anyone tells you that they think they know that's going to happen in situations like this, they're just lying to you. And they have a 50% chance of being right. So they have a 50% chance of looking prophetic to you. So don't listen to those people that, like, if you ask Lambo Tim, someone else in another stream, and they're just like, oh, yes, I do think one more up on Bitcoin right now. Like, you can't. There's no way of knowing. All right. All you can know is very, very negative price action correlation to 91.2 to 92.7, 92.8. And I mean, below the 200 moving average on the 4 hour, it's real bad, man. Like, it's just, people want to know. The trend's so bad. It's like, why not just own some URA or something? I mean, like, I'd rather own uranium than Bitcoin right now, bro. Well, yeah, it was a nasty candle, 6%. I know. Maybe we get a better entry at 39 bucks, but I'm thinking uranium's in a great trend. Yeah, they might, again, we might get a retest at 40. I wouldn't be long in now, not yet, but they are trying to hold that 2013 swing high. Just, you're looking for, yeah, maybe this isn't the best example, but they did break out. Like, we did see like a wedge breakout or something. Didn't we? Oh, no, we didn't. It's like they took it to the overbought threshold of this correction. So maybe not. Maybe this isn't the best right now. Yeah, see, you're kind of doing what Bitcoin's doing, right? Bitcoin did the thing, and then it's like, okay, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs up here. Yeah, you might be looking for structures to develop down at 38, 39 bucks. That'd probably be better on URA. Like, just strategically speaking, like a dragon pattern or a 3 rising valleys. Yeah, kind of tough here. Palladium does look fantastic, given enough time, right? I mean, ups and downs, you know, it's okay. Palladium, we could look at Palladium too. And I'll get into these requests right after the candle close, the weekly candle close for crypto. It's coming in 3 minutes. All right. The XPD, they all took a hit on Friday. That's just what happens, man. But yeah, intraday highest level since October 15th. This is just like you know, the strategy here is just to accumulate, but that's been the plan. I mean, if you wanted the optimum entry, there were many times in April to look at this and say, we were here looking at this composite, man. He's defending this level. And then the sign of strength, the backup, the confirmation, and now the highest low put in. And so, yeah, if it goes to 1420, who cares? Like, you know, it's just a dollar cost average thing. You're in an uptrend. Composite man has marked this to the phase E, And eventually you give me like 6 months, 1850, you give me a year plus 2300 maybe. Yeah, this is going to take a long time to play out, but the trend is your friend. That's what's very important. Remember we were discussing Bitcoin's not trending upward, it's downtrending right now. It's okay. It doesn't mean Bitcoin's a scam or it's going to zero. But you can see like higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows consecutively. You want to look for bullish patterns to develop in those uptrends. See, there it is, PB. Exactly. Yeah, that's I saw something about that. Samsung announcing new battery technology. They wrap cells in silver, 900-mile battery with less than 10-minute charge. Silver. Yeah, probably. I mean, that's just one thing. That's one aspect of it, dude. It is far greater than a Samsung breakthrough in battery technology. Silver and gold. It is more about the fourth turning we're experiencing. BRICS. Other nation states that are losing complete hope in, the U.S. dollar. I think we have currency debasement that is out of this world. It's accelerating. It's only getting worse. I think trillions of dollars can be printed going into next year. If you think prices are high now, they will be much higher going forward. Because that's the only outs we have. We only have like one thing we can do now: buy back mortgages, right? Buy bonds, print money out of thin air, debase currency, and buy U.S. bonds. Because guess what? The Federal Reserve buying bonds because no one else. China's not buying our bonds. No one's buying our bonds now. You know what they're buying instead of bonds? Gold and silver. Central banks around the world, gold and silver. You have structural deficit completely in silver. And people wouldn't just be buying it. I mean, they're hoarding it. Like, you've got new laws and guidelines coming out across many Eastern countries starting in January through April that are restricting exporting of precious metals. Like they're going to legally not let people export precious metals out of their countries anymore. That's beginning. I don't even know when the last time that's happened or if it has ever happened. Maybe someone ask AI. But these things are really significant for the metals market, fundamentally speaking. And this is why you're seeing a warranted markup. All right, chat, there it is. We have a weekly candle close. Let's go to them real quick. Let's go to Bitcoin. Gross daily. All right, there's your red candle, bro. There's your red candle. It's not great, man. Like weekly wise, anything below 91.2 is terrible, like in my opinion. In fact, anything below 88.6 is terrible. It's a swing high from March. Like they closed the price below it. That's terrible. I mean, it's not good, man. Like they could rally this thing back, and if they close the week again below 91.265, it's garbage, locally and lately. And yes, they did just save the world, man. The world has been saved. On the 4-hour little consolidation structure, right? They closed right at it. Time to long. Dude, be careful, man. They might rally it here. But guess what they would have to do to fix everything? They would have to not just rally here immediately. They would have to like recapture 92.8, all these highs. Smell it a rat. 1, 2, 3 peaks. Yeah, smelling a rat, man. Right there, the 200. At the inflection zone, garbage. They'd have to like take out all these prices immediately, and then they might be able to run this thing up to like 100K, and it still would be in kind of bad shape. It would still be contained within the parameters of this bearish consolidation structure. That's what's so crazy. It's mind-boggling. It is precious to me. Yes. Cast it into the fire. Oh, maybe we should look at the TLT. Maybe we should look at that, dude. Bonds real quick, because it was terrible. Did it continue terrible? Oh my god, dude. This is like, can I just vomit real quick? It's gross, dude. Okay, 50 Shades of gross. They took this thing on Friday to the lowest place since September. I broke all support. It is so garbage. This is what I'm saying. Like, owning bonds, it's a losing game. No one's doing it. If the Federal Reserve's coming in to having to buy this stuff, it's a big red flag. Because you're paying for it. You're paying for them buying these bonds. And other people around the world are like, okay, we're not dealing with that. We're going to buy, what is it? High quality liquid assets. That's what we're going to buy. I'd rather buy tin and aluminum than own bonds, than own freaking the US dollar. Technically, the grandkids are paying. Our grandkids or future grandkids paying for US bonds. Sure. Sure thing, man. All right, one sec. My music stopped. Yeah, dude. Just remember, like, trend is friend. Okay, nasty downtrend, man. Only less than before. Less than before. Less than before. Lessest than beforest. Okay? Recently. And that's the same situation on Bitcoin, unfortunately. It's just trend-wise. Not good. Okay, we can look at Ethereum's weekly real quick. Everyone have your alerts set up. 87, 85, all the... That's a bad situation. Look at that weekly, man. Lowest weekly candle close confirmed since August 25th. And the most important thing is the zone here. You can see sellers recaptured it and closed below it. That's the most disgusting aspect of this past week's price action. Ethereum weekly real quick because the close. Yeah, kind of a pathetic bamboozling. 12% drawdown from the highs, but still above key levels. That's the only silver lining of this one, above 2,900. It's been outperforming Bitcoin. It just has, which is fine. I don't see much to that, but cool. XRP's weekly, excuse me, we did confirm the lowest weekly candle close since March 31st, and it's the second lowest weekly candle close since November of last year. Very gross, man. Again, Solana's weekly close, it was the lowest weekly candle close confirmed since April 7th. And they did confirm the first weekly candle close below that level. Traders settling up on the weekly below that level since April. So to me, it's I don't know. They've done that before the reversal, so you can't say it's too scary until they're breaking 128.80, I guess, with the close. But I just, to me, on the daily, that's a bad spot. And look, they're maybe back testing it here. Ugh, good God. And then you look at the monthly, and you remember the monthly that no one would believe, right? I mean, people DMing me about how stupid this idea is, and it's like, how's it it's just an idea, man. Like, it's not confirmed yet as a Head and Shoulders. I didn't say it was. I'm just saying, like, momentum shifting into the hands of the sellers. It looks pretty real to me. It looks pretty textbook to me with the candle closes, and they lose this level. It's dude, it's straight up on the monthly. It's like a $60 target. I don't know. I mean, maybe 80 bucks or whatever. Good luck though on this. I hope it doesn't happen, but and again, the problem, the situation you're in is so dire on Sol. It's like they could run this thing up to 170, 180, 190 and make a lower high than the previous high. That's the crappy part about this. Anyway, so we're looking at these cryptos, whatever. Cool. They lost 130 on the daily as well. Yikes. They were not successful till today. Or yesterday now. Okay, so let me let me see here. Silver and gold up just a little bit and subject to change. They're pretty volatile. Silver's like extremely volatile now, and it's like lack of liquidity, man. Up here, the spread's pretty wild on the precious metal. see here. We had a request. Okay. A couple of them. Oh, Ozempic. Yeah. Whoa, Ozempic bros. Maybe, bro, man, that's serious, Dr. Fish. I think y'all are going to like this. Easy to manage risk. I'll tell you that. I mean, it might fail miserably and instantly, but holy crap, man. That's wild. Good. I mean, it's a good request. Okay, so why is it kind of interesting? First off, look at 4741. That is indubitably a key level from 2021, a spring back test confirmed February 2022, September 2022. Understand the significance of this level. It's so real of a level. You cannot deny its existence. It's beautiful. So great there. So what's happening? Well, they've tested the level, kind of, violated it, buyers recaptured it, and then another, a rally occurred, then the downtrend, the sellers in control, they took it back down. Then it's almost like, is that an inverse head and shoulders? It looks like an inverse head and shoulders, but you got to be careful in these downtrends. But it's more so about like, sure, locally that pattern might be real, but it's more about like maybe you're looking at exhaustion here. Like it's like a dragon pattern where you got like one foot, the second foot, right? A predictable pattern. Such a nasty trend, right? Yeah, you want eventually evidence of accumulation, and you have none here. Maybe like the 3-day or something's better. Yeah, oscillators look great on 3-day. Wow. Look at all that bullish divergence. It's been in development for a long time. I like that. Ozempic, man. Well, dude, it's like either way, like fundamentally, like I'm hearing about people taking Ozempic and they're like bone mass is collapsing. They're going blind. It's scary drug, bro. That weekly bullish, that 3-day bullish engulfing candle, really nice, above 47.41. So I'm not saying I think this thing's going higher. I think the trend's garbage, but there is evidence of seller exhaustion, and it's all happening at a very key level where somebody could set up a strategic stop loss. They could lose minimum amounts if it fails, and there might be decent upside. They could push this thing to 58.21. I think that's the minimum target. It wouldn't be equitable to be taking profit before $58+. But yeah, I mean, like the 3-day, they're beginning to build positive momentum. The engulfing candle might be your cutoff. You might say a stop loss below $46 if you were wanting to twist your arm here on an exhaustion pattern. Like sellers are possibly exhausted at a key level from 2021, 2022, and they've recaptured the key level, and you have locally one low and a second low. They could take this higher. I mean, like, it wouldn't be the craziest, but they could, the upside potential could be 16%. I don't even know, like that might be it though. Like it's the trend's so bad that they may not be able to break $58. If they did, then a gap fill of $70 would be the second target. So something to think about on Ozempic, or Novo Nordisk, which the creators and owners and whatever. The Ozempic bros, all right? That's what this is. Nova's solid business with diabetes. Well, then TNDM, bro. TNDM for diabetes. It would be wild if TNDM and Nova reversed together. That'd be pretty crazy, no doubt. Okay, interesting. It's still a dragon. Let's see the dragon plays out, bro. Maybe. We don't act like we know, okay? There's no ego here. We're not acting like we know. Just like, oh, you got a good level and you got a structure there, and that's what it's all about, man. Ozempic dragon. Ooh, it's a dilapidated, extremely skinny dragon, wouldn't it be? Okay, next and last request, it seems like was KMK on the London Stock Exchange. Chromic Group PLC, which are medical specialties. Oh my goodness. Well, nah. I guess lately locally, but it's a terrible trend, man. Like just really bad trend. Wiggly bullish divergence. Okay, we'll add it to the mixing bowl for the cake baking. So it's an all-time garbage chart, but lately and locally, yeah, like that I've never seen this much divergence in my life. It's not divergence. In fact, it's just the histogram looks kind of whack. It's crazy. It's like lower levels of negative momentum every time a pullback occurs, but it's not diverging because you're making a higher low. Same. Sometimes it's a lower low, sometimes it's a higher low. It's like whatever. But yeah, maybe it's an accumulation. Like who am I to say that it's not an accumulation structure? But the problem is, big problem is, if it's something like that, aren't we always looking to long the bottom of these ranges if we're given the opportunity, because it's the lowest risk, highest reward opportunity? At this point, it's up 15% on Friday. I mean, like highest daily candle close literally since, good God, since May. And it looks like 860 might be on deck. Maybe. If they break 860, then it'd probably be a quick ride up to, I would just think the next high, like 1240. Hold on a sec. What is this? Music. Jesus, dude. Sometimes, man, you just don't know it's a wild card on the sets. All right, Bitcoin. As you can see, look above my head. Look at the mouse cursor. Look what they're doing, dude. Are you kidding me? They kind of broke it. Are they really back testing it? No way, man. No way. It can't be that terrible, can it? So yeah, look, man, about KMK. The time to be requesting this is somewhere in August. And it was beautiful because it was like 1 and 2 higher than this low. All these lows higher than this low down here. So I know it was 1 day of insanity, like, or 1 3-day. It was a 26% candle in 3 days, September. So it's just continuing to mark up. But yeah, you have probably 826, 860 on deck. They'll probably run that to this level. And if they ever break it, I would just say you're targeting for 1240. That's all I can give you. But the level to be trying to take action on any sort of structure like this is at the bottom. Okay. Is at the bottom of the trading range. Just we call this a TR, trading range. And my God, it's kind of like, wow, they did it once. All we can do is look at it in hindsight. I mean, like, there are times to be requesting assets that are more appropriate than others. This is not a very appropriate time to be requesting the asset, because if we're trying to long the asset as close to this inflection zone as possible, $5, you are 52% removed from the actionable area. That's what sucks. So I hope it breaks out, man. You got a target for it if it does, okay? That's it, 1240. Yeah, swing low back from 2021 as well. All right. Thank you, dude. That was the, there were only 2 requests. I think like 4 contributions on stream today. So it's all good. Dead streamer streaming. That's what we call it, dude. Can't blame me. It's like not my fault that crypto is complete and utter garbage and people like get off to pundy coin pumps. I can't help it, man. Can't help it. Like that's what people are obsessed with. Can't help it. The algorithms on YouTube are completely changed over the years. Can't help it, man. Doing the same thing I've been doing. People show up that care about actual swing trading, position trading, technical analysis, and the others just kind of fade into the wind. Kills your kidneys. Ozempic, yeah, Ozempic does so many bad things. There will be many studies done on the severity of what it does to your health. Look at the 3-day is so miserable. We just had a 3-day candle close on Bitcoin, and that's the worst thing you could ever dream of. The 3-day 200 simple moving average You have a bearish engulfing candle that rejected key inflection zone that is undeniable. Undeniable. Not just rejected, but engulfed. And now closing below that 200 moving average. This is like the worst. And then the RSI is setting up for awful. The RSI is almost setting up like this. And if we ever got that, that's when it's time to take heed of Bitcoin for maybe a reversal. Because you get oversold again. Yeah, man. Take me down. Take me back down. That's what I would want if I wanted to go long on Bitcoin. And guess what? You're down to like 76, 73K by that point. Yeah, that's what I would... Dude, good luck, man. Good luck on your Bitcoin with that price action. Oof. It's disgusting, dude. No, aspect. It's not a problem if you do it the YouTube super chat, but Google does take 30% of it. So Stream Elements is virtually the best way to do it, unless you want to tip crypto. My addresses are in the description, but Stream Elements is fine too. That's also in the description. You just click the link and it's there. So it's through PayPal, really. So they're trying to hold on, man. By the grace of God, they're trying to hold this demand line. God bless them. I hope it happens, man. I hope they hold. Save the market. Untamed. That's amazing, dude. You've been here since Hyped on Crypto. That means you're the oest of Giists. Thank you, dude. All right, futures are starting to flip positive. Nice. US futures. Gold and silver still up a little bit at the open. After the open, whatever. Colgate. Right, Colgate, Palmolive.
Can we check CL Mitch?
Chase Brown, thank you, dude. You don't want crude. Right, which is also CL. Let me know. Make sure it's Colgate. Thank you, dude. We'll look at it right now. Colgate Palmolive. Been correcting like crazy. Wow, certainly at a level. Yeah, this is some sort of interesting stuff going on here. I think this is probably what you want, to be real. So there's this zone here. I'll show you. Very real level. Okay, it's 2016, 2017, some swing highs. See that? Swing high, swing high, swing high, swing high, swing high, swing low, swing lows, swing highs, right? And then they recapture, reconfirm it, and then run. Yeah, so this is a lower risk area. So you could look at this as a momentum shifting structure kind of developing. Wow, man, great request. You know, like it's kind of a large, I think since 3 months or 2 months anyway. It's almost like this, almost, right? Where it's like left shoulder, head, right shoulder. You'd have like a little neckline here. I like the correlation you're getting at 77. Really nice. You probably stop lossing maybe below 77. Maybe, right? And the only way that you would target is 85 bucks, 84.94. That's it, dude. Like maybe they're trying to find their footing at this key level, right? The swing highs, such a real undeniable level. They are recapturing and reconfirming it as support. So it could be lower risk. Yeah. Someone could construct a plan here. Maybe everything's turning around. It's been brutal, man. It's been really brutal. Probably a big supply line. I'm not sure if you something like that. You got a long way to go, but it's yeah, the buyers are trying to find their footing with the higher low here. Okay. And you're close enough to an inflection point that you could set a stop loss up and let it ride. And if your stop loss doesn't get triggered, chances are you're probably trading at $81+ in time. So it's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay. Thank you, dude. Good request right there. Not quite an Ember Head and Shoulders, but very, very close. Just gotta love the price action correlation, okay, to what we've seen in the past. See the consequences of holding that level straight up, $85 to $86. Nice, dude. The toothpaste company, yeah. The toothpaste. All right, yeah, man. All right, Bitcoin going positive, man. At the highs of the new week, highs of day, 88.5 chat. They're doing it. They're going to save the world. TH Jeopardy. My God. Sam T. Wow. That is old school as F. Man, those were not easy. Those Jeopardies. A lot of moving parts. I had to like pay Brad to help with them because they were just so complex. But yeah, anyway, that was good times. Bitcoin's king. You've been here since some of the chat was in high school, dude. You probably been in here since some people were in middle school, dude. It's great, man. CL, let's see what happens. Have your alerts set up on this one. Could be very interesting. Yeah. Wow. Love that price action correlation, that key level. Incredible. All right, chat. Well, it's been a good stream. Very grateful for each and every one of you that's still coming by after all these years. Crypto's in the gutter. So this is like the Great Depression of my career. Okay, you get these depressions, but this is like the great one because of the October 10th liquidation event. It murdered crypto. So that means it's murdered my stream. So whatever, we don't care about crypto as much as we care about TA, and we will go where the TA makes sense, where the trend is, where the money is, and all the moon boys will be working at McDonald's, and that's fine. They're going to do that, but they'll be back at some point when the trend reverses back in the favor of Bitcoin buyers, but still just in the hands of the sellers for now. And we got to just weather the storm together. We always have, we always will. We always overcome the adversity. No, I have not spoken on Rivian. We'll look at it just for it was beautiful, man. Highest daily candle close on Rivian for real since January 2024. Let's freaking go, man. The AI event at 1567, and immediately, that was crazy, man. Go back to the analysis on Thursday or Wednesday, wherever it was. No, I'll go back to Wednesday's stream. Go look at that Rivian. Yeah, there's some bearish divergence. Yeah, it would be 1567. Looks like it might be a target. And then they do that, and it's just like blasts off and hits 1927, highest price since January 2024. If they break that, dude, it's going to be a gap fill of $23. You just patience, man. It doesn't matter. All these moves are meaningless. You just hold and own and don't worry about the rest. Let the composite man shake all the scrubs out, and you just sit and you wait. You trust the structure. The mega structure that took how many days to develop? Bro, it took like 500 plus days for this structure to develop. You just believe in it, let it ride, man. You're good. There's your Rivian. Okay. Maybe something good happens and crypto does the unthinkable. What's up, Pack Bandits, man? Chip Flippa, Harry, Baltimore dudes. Yeah, thank y'all for coming out. Really grateful. Chase Brown, you remember your dad watching me? You were going into your freshman year of high school. My God, man. Amazing. Oh, and these songs suck, dude. I'm sorry. You just can't help it. It's just like, what do you do? Just a bunch of women moaning. It's like not good music, bro. Like, just get over yourself. You're not good. All right. Thank y'all for coming out. Thanks for likes, love, support, contributions. Get in the Discord if you haven't. It's pinned above. Free to join the Discord. Get in there. It's active. Full of awesome people. Conversation continues when this live stream ends. And I will just be back. So, until next time. Respect the T. Hey.